What is going on, you beautiful bunch of savages? Primetime 181 is finally here. FSK Driz up against Blink. We have an incredible night of fights, as always, to be expected here at Primetime MMA. The Primetime guarantee in full effect here this evening. We have a lineup of FSK Driz versus Blink in the main event, as mentioned, in that lightweight division. Art of War, after his recent title challenge, going up against Skunky Nut 300. Obviously, as you look through too many names to mention, we are starting stylishly late as always, so we are going to get into it very, very quickly. The first fight up on the prelims between Prime Doc and Ripe MMA. A very fun fight to kick us off in Primetime 180. I think it's 181 actually. We got that wrong on the card. So, but either way, joining me in the commentary booth, the ones and fucking onlys, Pretty Boy J fucking Dime, and the little engine that could, Doctor Who, in the building. What's good, lads? Good to have you back in the booth. Excited to see what we get going here this evening.
I mean, we're back into the action, and we're going to start off with a Khabib pick. It's not our typical pick at lightweight. Typically see a Tapoye, Islam, but nonetheless, and the Khabib pick normally indicates you're going to go for that grappling-heavy approach. Ripe, on the other hand, a guy who's known for picks across the roster, has picked to a tried-and-true classic here at DP. So it's going to make for one hell of a fight here, Joe.
Yeah, and I haven't seen Ripe fight in a long time. I feel like this is a perfect way to start the card, but he's already on his back pockets. That's good defense. He cannot allow himself to be on the ground, especially early in this fight, Cyrus.
Absolutely, but you know what they say, pressure creates diamonds. Using Dustin Poirier here this evening, he expects to put on a showcase performance, I'm sure. You know, tackling early adversity would not be anything that Dustin Poirier and Ripe MMA is not used to. This is exactly how a lot of their fights normally start, to be quite honest with you. They get themselves pushed a little bit, they get themselves put into the deep end, and now it's on him to battle back and fight himself out of adversity. Getting his back taken in under a minute and a half in the first round, Doctor, obviously not where he wants to be, but he is staying defensively sound, a lot of deny so far, and trying to work up that GA to get out of position.
Yeah, I mean, keeping those denies going, that's going to drain some of the stamina of Khabib, just keeping it busy. A lovely get up there as well from that sprawl position. Clear Khabib wanted to do a bit of damage onto the body, not giving him the option. Now is continuing to put the pressure forward, which is ideally what you want to do, right? It's versatile in a lot of ways. His footwork is slick, and with a pick like Tapoye, not Tapoye, Poirier, in fact, he's just tricky on those feet here, Joe.
Yeah, and I like how he got taken down early and he didn't panic. Because when you have Khabib on top of you, a lot of people would panic in that situation, but that shows Ripe's experience level, because he's fought basically everybody in this organization, Cyrus.
Oh, absolutely. Like, Ripe was one of the standout fighters a year or two back, and really is somebody that I enjoy watching. I think he's a thinking fighter, as you see with that beautiful slip-off. He's firing double uppercuts at the moment, trying to make his opponent think twice about shooting the takedown, but as I said, that he gets the body lock and drags him to the mat, at least momentarily. I will also say, as soon as he got back to the feet, and I'll jump back to you, Jake, so I know that you appreciate a good bit of body work, he started working the body, jabs to the body, an uppercut to the body, and the occasional hook as well, really starting to tag at that gas tank. And on top of that, he wasn't moving his feet a lot. Doc talks about Ripe's, impeccable footwork, which is definitely usually the case, but he's employing a bit more of a stationary target right now. I think trying to plant his feet, find those power shots, and be a little bit more cognizant of the takedown attempts coming his way.
Yeah, I like that. He's not moving a lot like he usually do, because against a grappler, especially that dominant, you don't want your feet behind those lines. You don't want him to dictate the pace. You want the wrestler to shoot on your terms, Cyrus.
Exactly right. Trying to plant his feet and fight for the center of the cage, making sure that he doesn't find himself in those danger positions. Obviously, you don't want to be behind the black lines, even when against a striker, but definitely not against a grappler who can utilize that cage to drag you down to the mat. An interesting first round. A lot in terms of like total strikes and significant strikes, as you saw on the board, very, very equal. I mean, Ripe was able to do good work when it was on the feet, but Doc, as we saw, a lot of time did manage to get taken from the ground control from Prime Doc, and yeah, I mean, if he's going to continue to win, he needs to continue that forward momentum. He needs to find opportunities for that takedowns.
That was lovely.
Seems like, I mean, it did seem like he was going away. But he's got a lot of momentum, though. He got that takedown and a couple of good shots before the takedown to start off.
Yeah, a lovely bit of momentum there at the very beginning. Just a bit unorthodox playing of rhythm in terms of the striking capabilities, using Khabib's low striking stats to be effective there. And digging into the body, just working it, trying to get the stam difference. It does a lot, as you can see there, with body health. I mean, if we look back towards the first round, to me, on the books, right, probably was ahead, only for the fact he was landing the cleaner strikes on the feet. They were doing more damage. The time spent on the ground was mainly doing pitter-patter shots, mainly just trying to do slow work of the body. But right now, Prime Doc has come out, completely revitalised his game plan, got a lot more comfortable on the ground, and is just keeping this pressure on here, Joe.
Yeah, and I like what Prime Doc is doing, because okay, I wouldn't have got up. I'm going to be real here. I thought he was going to keep Dustin on the ground, and Dustin can't get his offense across if he's on the ground. But I don't see what was the point of doing. We should have stayed on the ground at that point, Cyrus. Like, what?
Well, they're definitely back here now, and once again slides easily into that back take. This is not great, and it is starting to wear on the cardio of Dustin Poirier. All of this grappling exchanges, the back to the feet, back to the ground kind of battle that is happening so far. I obviously finds himself in top control now. Half of me wants to say separate, but then the other half is like, okay, this boy wants to grapple, Doc. Let's grapple. Let's get some top control time on and try to make him second guess taking you to the mat. Show him that you've got some offense on the ground yourself.
Yeah, you got to be especially careful here. Khabib has the grappling stats. He has rubber guard, as you're seeing here. This Prime version is a completely different breed just to the normal version. And so he's a lot more dangerous across the board here, as you're saying. But the refs getting the distance part. If you're right, you want to get a knockdown, you want to get a stun, you want something big. Like, Doc so far has managed to do a lot of the damage overall. He's got the clinch, he's just doing that. If you're right, he just needs to tighten up the defense, couple more of a bit more offense, pushing the pressure on. Or arguably, a lot of the time when you're fighting someone who is wanting to get the takedowns, if you force them to shoot takedowns whilst you're the one pushing forward, you're going to get a lot more success because they're suddenly rushing it, and in actuality, your takedown defense is a lot better because of it, Joe.
Yeah, you're right. And these constant clinches, they're fucking up Ripe's timing right now, Cyrus.
Really are. Honestly, I was thinking the same. I was trying to think of a nice way to word it, but like, Prime Doc is a cheese specialist. Like, he's not cheesing in like he's not cheesing in like a way which is like bad, but like he's using Khabib. This is how Khabib should be fighting, man. Like, he should be clinching him. He should be trying to take him down on rinse and repeat. So I'm not mad at it, but I will say, Doc, as somebody that's been on the other end of that in the past, I mean, I think you'll remember me and you once had a fight where this was the story of the night.
Oh God, the amount of hatred I got from that fight.
Still to this day, brother, I hate you. But like the clinches and the takedowns, just a little bit much, and Ripe's gonna have to really rise above that to not succumb to the frustrations of this sort of approach.
Yeah, you can definitely tell the difference in terms of striking, right? Like, Khabib just does not have the same striking pedigree as Ripe's the more solid, condensed striker. Ooh. But the fact of the matter is Khabib is willing to get into the pocket, willing to let a few strikes land. So he can just land these takedowns over and over. And a big part of this fight has really been the fact that Ripe's takedown defense, that's normally there, it's normally pretty consistent, he's pretty good at defending, it's just struggling tonight here, Joe.
Yeah, and what Doc is doing may not be the most entertaining, but it is effective. And like when like every Khabib fight wasn't entertaining, but even though Khabib was going for finishes, not every fight was entertaining, but he's getting the job done, Cyrus.
Yeah, he's trying to slowly accumulate wins. And this is the thing, man, Prime Doc, and I have put this out there, Prime Doc's probably fighting for his space on the live card right now. Ripe is 1-0. We don't normally talk about like the early guys' records too often, but like Ripe's 1-0. Prime Doc he's 0-1. Prime Doc loses another one. He ain't coming back to another live card. He's having to fight himself back up from the amateurs. And he's fighting like it, man. He's fighting like he means business. He's saying, fuck the supporters, fuck the haters. I'm fighting my fight. I'm trying to get this W. He's in round 3. He's been mostly in control after other than a couple of flurries in round 1. I feel bad for Ripe, but my God, if you're a supporter of Prime Doc, he's doing some fucking work right now.
Jesus, continuing the pace, lovely deny there, going for the Darce choke here, trying to secure it in all ways. I mean, going for that instead though, the back flat, but manages.
Ooh.
He's got a minute 20 if he can get back up to the feet, but that cut's also bad. Yeah, this ain't looking good.
That cardio is what's concerning me here, because it's not over and Ripe could make a comeback, but I don't know if he has a cardio to string some combos together.
Oh, God.
And, it's over. And over. Face down on the
Oh, keeping up the defense. The block just, no.
Eventually was just too much cardio, grappling onslaught for Dustin Poirier to be able to withstand. Bit of a shame for Ripe MMA. I'd like to see him in there next time against a more suitable dance partner that's going to be willing to try and test him on the feet. Obviously, this is mixed martial arts, though, and with Prime Doc out there fighting for his space on the live card, tonight he actually, absolutely booked his ticket onto another live card because he got the win. At all costs, he was forward, pressure, relentless in his approach, in the grappling, and ultimately was able to wear down his opponent for a very late finish. Great work for Prime Doc. Like I said, I know there's going to be some haters for it, Jay, but ultimately he got the job done.
Yeah, and he did what you're supposed to do with Khabib. Like, what do you want Khabib to do? You want Khabib to stand there and strike? Like, you got to make it dirty. He makes in the clinches, the takedown, and it didn't even go to decision. He eventually finished the job and got the finish.
I know the crazy thing is, depending on how that third round was going, I switched across pretty quickly, right? Because I thought, the judges' scorecards make no impact. But it's on my other screen. I get to see it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Two of the 3 judges gave that first round to Ripe.
To Ripe.
3 minutes top control, and they give it to Ripe. Now, I ain't saying I'm too mad at it, because he lit him up on the feet a little bit, but like, I'd be mad at it if I was Prime Doc, I promise you. If that went to decision, and they give it away on that first round, I would have been a little bit salty about that shit. No joke. But with that one in the history books, lads, we will move on to the second fight. We'll look at the card because there's a little bit of a change. Next up was meant to be Pig PX up against Lanas himself. I believe that is Oranges. We are going to actually bring one fight forward. They'll be fighting next. The next fight up is going to be between Tim and NL Drake, who needed to fight a little bit earlier here this evening. So without further ado, we'll get across to them. Now, these two guys, very interesting. Obviously, everybody's seen Tim fight around the block now. He's been doing great work. As the whole. Sorry, what am I? Okay, that's great. Doc, is that on the graphic?
No.
Okay, we can run that. So, hot off the press, a little bit of news from the back. Firstly, from the back, from Doctor right next to me. But one of the fights that was booked tonight, we had pulled it off the graphic because it didn't look like it was going to go through. Oat Head Kicks up against Maxi is back on the card. Where's that going to be placed, Doc?
That'll be fight 10, but it'll probably be just before the co-main, because it was originally our original co-main, but it had to be scrapped, so it'll probably be just before.
Just before. Cool. So, just before the co-main.
Mm-hmm.
I like it very much. Okay, not a problem at all. So without further ado, we're going to get into it. Drake up against Tim. Here goes nothing.
And here we go. And this should be a good match here. And I like Drake UFC striking. And I like that no love camp. I was going to call them a Cody Garbrandt camp, but yeah, I like the no love camp too. So this should be a good matchup because Timothy isn't bad either.
Well, this is the thing. I like Tim. I like what he's been doing. I like he talks his talk. But he is in a similar position to Prime Doc, which is he's kind of fighting for his place on the live card right now. If he doesn't get the W, probably ain't seeing him until he's got a couple of wins on the amateur circuit. On the reverse side of that, NL Drake, very appealing striking style from everything I've heard and seen from him in the past, and he is currently 3-1 from the amateur circuit, coming through for his first pro debut here this evening of this season. he's going to be riding confident off that one. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to seeing how these guys clash, because it's another battle, Doc, of who wants it more, who wants to be on this live card. One guy's going back to the amateurs one way or another.
Yeah, I mean, Tim's just made his live debut last week, and Drake's on coming back on the from the unaired. So I mean, for both these guys, it's really about who can cope better under the bright lights. They're both still fairly new to the scene. Drake's had a few in previous seasons. His record on the unaired has consistently been solid after solid, but it feels like sometimes he can never just quite make it onto this live card. But so far, you're seeing him work this block quite well, quite effectively, and honestly, he's looking very good right now, Jay.
Yeah, and I like the way he's working Jack Della Maddalena stamina too. He's doing a great job there, Cyrus.
Absolutely, and you have to be. You have to be working that stamina, because he is the champ. He can go for days. He's got a great cardio, especially in the striking realm. If you're not testing him on the feet, on the ground, then employing some body shots and trying to tax him in the cardio department early is going to pay dividends dividends late. Especially for Drake UFC with that Darren Till pick. He has the ability to be a bit more rangy, and he does have an advantage in utilizing kicks should he want to. I think the kicks could be a big factor in this one if Drake decides to employ them. If he doesn't, and he goes strike for strike in the boxing world out here, Doc, that could spell trouble for him if he's not careful. JDM has incredible boxing.
Yeah, 5-star punches all around. The body work is... I mean, right now, if you're Tim, you're digging down to that body. Like, the teeps are non-stop. Just that straight, a hook, a jab, a rear uppercut to the body. So many different options. Just work a bit more towards it. It just feels like so far, Drake is using his footwork very effectively. In and out, those jabs, just poking and prodding. And Tim's just kind of following along. Just not getting anywhere. You're seeing the jabs, you're seeing the straights miss just a few centimeters off, and he's just like unsure of what he's doing right now, Jay.
Yeah, and the thing is, Timothy, he's like one step behind. His jabs are hitting nothing but air.
Kind of pouring at that block occasionally, right? But there is a lot of intermittent shots missing. And as you can just see by the stamina deficit, the significant strikes and everything, he threw more, he landed less, both in the SIGs and in the total strikes. And the cardio is being taxed by beautifully and intelligently placed body shots from Drake. You mentioned it at the beginning, Jay. The striking accurate of Drake, definitely up there. He is a thinking man's fighter, and it has been shown in this first round. He just has to not sell it here this evening now, after what was a very early lead.
Okay. What do you think Drake has to... Not Drake. What JDM and Timothy has to do in this second round?
He needs to get Drake by that black line. Or a takedown. You're both strikers. Shoot a takedown, see where it goes. He just needs to do something to muddy this up, especially because right now, Till is playing... he's circling around. He's not controlling the center octagon, but he doesn't need to. In this case, we always talk about how you want a fighter controlling that center of the octagon, but like if you're controlling the outside, if you're walking around, which is what he's doing, he's circling, he's pitter-pattering, and then you can work in the block.
Oh, and he just
that is what you need. But again, he's got a quick recovery, and he's decided to block up a bit more instead of putting on the pressure. You need. When he's stunned or when he's hurt, you need that jab going a bit more. You just need to be landing the shot. And he's not. And his stam is paying for it right now.
It's tough because if I'm JDM, I'm happy. I needed that stun for momentum. But then again, my stamina is toast right now.
Yeah, he's really, really struggling. Like I said, Drake has just been doing all the correct steps every step of the way. That body has been open to him. And as you can see, I mean, like Tim just not returning that. He's not really tried to target it at all. And it's a little bit late for him to go to that now. He kind of has to headhunt. But he did get the stun. I suppose he did get the stun. JDM does have power in those hands. He's tagged him once, and he can continue to do so if he's able to find the openings. but Drake does seem too clean, Doc. Doing a great job of just kind of staying mostly sound in the defense department while landing offense of his own.
Yeah, I mean, this is a better round for Tim. It's a better round. He's got the stun. The block is now starting to benefit him. That maybe wasn't the best approach. Again, my biggest concern here must be, Jay, it's just the fact the stam is going and you're only in round 2. You've got another round to do, and it's just the difference in stam is immense.
Yeah, like the stamina is night and day. It's nowhere near. It's not even close. Like in a round where he's having more success, I think if he does drop down till he does better than third, I'm scared that he won't have the stamina to throw any more throw any more punches and put this away if he has to.
There is just, I mean, Jesus, yeah. I mean, that's saving more kits and lives. What? It feels like you've got a technical striker in Darren Till versus a more brutalistic, brunt force block breaking approach in Jack Delamain here. He's just walking forward, putting on the pressure and hoping he can land something, and that has worked in that second round. The big issue is, though, the stam has recovered a bit, but it's still, you are looking at a massive chasm between it, and if you're Tim right now, you've got to land the damage early, and so as you go later into this round, you can kind of just cruise here.
Yeah, he's probably 2 up for sure. You can see that JDM is really trying to put it out there. Tim understands that he needs to finish likely in this point of the fight. And like I said, he's fighting for his opportunity to continue on the live card. I don't know, man. I don't know what he can do. There's just so many shots that are landing outside of range here, Jake. He is starting to bleed through a little bit. Block starting to get it on. That was a bad timing.
And it's crazy because Drake needed that. Even though he's up and he has stamina, it looked like JDM was starting to bleed through. He was starting to have success. You need something to make JDM back up because he's at his most dangerous right now because he needs a knockout.
Sat and done again. This is not looking good for Tim, man. Drake really pouring it on.
This is what Jake needed. He kind of realised this, I feel like, in round 2 when he got knocked down, so he just took a step back, let Tim put on the pressure, when, especially after that knockdown. He could take the damage he needed, and now he's the one giving it back across all margins here. And this is a fantastic performance so far. I mean, by both guys, they're both playing very different game plans, both different styles, but I mean, if you're Drake right now, why are you grappling? Just get back up, start working that block again, get all those jab straights going, and just try to get the finisher.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, great job, actually. That's a big get-up. I was surprising. I know he had the GA, but still surprising he gave that up. Drake doing all of the right things. I mean, you don't expect to see Darren Till grapple every day out here, Jay, but it's a smart move, especially with such a large advantage in the potential scorecards, at least perceivably.
Man, JDM's dangerous right now. He's very dangerous, even though he don't have no stamina. Look, he's starting to get through right now.
About that head health blinking, the block's not looking fantastic. He doesn't have stamina, but who the fuck needs stamina when you're JDM, bro? He keeps throwing for days, and it does. That's the funny thing in the game. It doesn't like take a pop off your punch when you get stamina low either. It's not like his punches are coming out slower, so he just can throw less of them. He's just having to make every single one of them count.
They're still going at it. I mean, I'm more shocked that Jack Delamain is just the one pushing forward. He's got barely any stam, and yet he's just doing 30 seconds left, just digging deep, playing the dirty game, just trying his best here. And Christ. Oh, that's nice.
I respect it. He may be getting his ass whooped, but he's still trying. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's over now.
That was sick.
Okay, he didn't have to kick him in the head like that.
It's almost disrespectful, Jay. After the way the fight was going, after how far he was ahead, I respect the opportunity to find a finish, though. He understood that if he allowed JDM too much more room, he was just going to find an opening to get the finish. So he took that opportunity away from him. He's seen the opening to land some combinations of his own, found some beautiful sequences, and then that head kick just put the cherry on top. Drake really, really putting his stamp on the kind of primetime map here this evening as he did a really good job, man. Like, I'm thoroughly impressed with this guy. Thoroughly impressed, especially like he was the reason we moved this card forward or this fight forward is that Drake had messaged a little bit before the event. It was like, sorry guys, I have somewhere to be. Can I fight a little bit earlier? Like he was trying to hold on. He wanted to perform here this evening. We brought him forward. He didn't fight like he was in a big rush, but he fought like he knew what the job was here this evening. He knew that who's going to get the win. And I don't know if these guys have fought in the past, but he came out here supremely confident and executed on what seemed like an almost flawless game plan. Now with that one, we are obviously 2 fights into the main card. We have quite a few left to go here this evening. A bunch of fun setups still on the lineup. We're now going to go to what was initially scheduled to be our second fight of the event. It's going to be between Pig, I always get to say this, Pig PX up against Lanas, aka Oranges, stepping back into the booth here this evening. I don't think we've seen Oranges in a couple of events, have we? I think he's been a little bit...
this is his debut this season. He's been away for a bit, trick of business, coming back. Also, previous name he's gone under. Yeah, no, he's back in the picture. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. He's always a fun fight, and Pig's a guy who we saw, I believe, last week. I don't know exactly how his fight went, but again, he came off the unaired side. He went 3-0. He lost his debut fight, but now he's back in this picture, and he's going against an Aljamain Sterling pick in Linares, which I don't really remember Linares doing quite a lot. I remember him being more of a striking pick, definitely MMA still, but not necessarily the full-on grappling that a pick like Sterling would entail for the most part.
So here's the thing about Oranges or Linus. The thing is, he may not. I've never seen him pick Aljo, but what I know from him, I know he's a troll, and I know like he's the type of guy he's going to try to make his opponent suffer. Like Doc, you know those type of people, kind of like. Is it Blink?
Blink's in the main event. It's kind of like him, bro.
Kind of like Blink. It's kind of like that.
Yeah,
they're very similar in that sense.
Yeah, well, we'll wait and see what happens. I mean, a missed spin kick there is not a great start. I mean, if you're Pig, you just need to put the pressure on here. You want Aljamain Sterling behind that black line, and if you do get a takedown, you want to be the one reversing and being on top as much as you can. Utilize the cardio of Marab, because that's the thing. Whenever I've dealt with Aljo on this game, it always seems like if you work the body against Aljo, suddenly he has no gas tank within maybe a round and a half. And so if you're Pig here, you want to be digging down to that body so much, just non-stop focusing it, because of as soon as it hits the mat, you suddenly have a lot better time on the grappling. But that being said, that was a lovely takedown.
Yeah, excellent.
Overhand, single, straight there, half guard. Now he's got all the time in the world to work.
For sure. And with that, shout out King Jon Snow, resubscribe. Now on a 9-month streak. Subscribe for 17 months. We love you, my man. The support is always appreciated. And I will take this moment as Oranges is going to the body, doing some great work in the full guard to say both shout out and fuck you to AO Pudgy. This man came into the chat and called me fat. He called me fat, bro. He's physical condition.
He said you put on some weight. Yeah, he did.
All this, Jay, from a man that calls himself Pudgy. He's gonna call himself Pudgy and call me fat? I ain't having it, bro. I love you, but I hate you. Okay?
That's so disrespectful. Like, shout out, that's my boy Pudgy. But listen, that's like somebody. No, listen. That's like somebody that says I get no money, telling you that you get no money too. That's like he's literally.
Yeah, he's basically like, he's sleeping on the streets, everything like that, but he calls me brokey. That's what he does. He calls me a brokey.
Yeah.
I
think that's more disrespectful. Yeah.
Now it's back on the feet. Nice little spin kick to the body. I mean, this is the thing. I don't know enough about Pig PX yet. We've seen him fight once or twice, I believe, in total. We've seen Oranges fight a lot. And I would think that Oranges has the advantage in the striking. He was so willing to engage in the grappling early. Seemed to have a slight advantage, but somewhat nullified. But he is That's the thing about Oranges, man. Like, he does not, in any way, shape, or form, shy away from a fight. He will take you to wherever he feels like he needs to, right? Like, he doesn't back down for a challenge. He wants to prove himself in all domains of mixed martial arts.
Yeah, well, that's round one. Round one clearly goes across the board to Aljamain Sterling. Thought Merab was closer, but 10 to 20 significant strikes in general. The fight seems to definitely lead in Linares' favour, and that is exactly the kind of positive start you want from a fight like this, where round one seemed so close overall, but when you actually look at the stats on the scorecard, it seems like it leads in the favour of someone else. Oh,
he's getting aggressive. I think he should do that because you cannot let Oranges or Linus be patient and just dictate what's going on. And you can't let Aljo have the stamina advantage if you're using Merab, Cyrus.
No, for sure. For sure, man. Merab has cardio for fucking days. The body shots, man. Renas is using those kicks so intelligently. He's using Sterling right. Like, Sterling's meant to just pick at you, use the kicks quite a lot, mix in the grappling, and he's been making it look effortless so far as he goes in for another takedown, but a beautiful deny this time from Pig.
Lovely bit of engagement there. I mean, if you're Merab, you need to be boxing way more. And your boxing needs to be tighter. You need to be closer to Sterling. Sterling, as you mentioned, is the one who picks apart with kicks, and by giving him any type of distance, that's you're letting him pick the range, choose it, and really not be able to land any of your significant shots back. And Merab is a boxer outside of his wrestling ability, and he just needs to continue to push his pace here.
I don't like this from Merab. I don't like he need to keep going forward. I don't like when Merab circling on the outside, Cyrus.
Yeah, he keeps taking back steps, and that is opening up movements. Like, you're Merab, you're getting kicked in the body on rinse and repeat. You need to corral this guy. You need to pressure the holy fuck out of him. You need to make sure that if there's a takedown being shot, you're the one that's doing it. You need to make sure that if there's kicking range, you're all the way fucking out. Because that's just going to keep happening.
Oh my...
The nets!
Put on the pressure there as well.
Oranges, man. This guy's a beast.
Yeah. No. Lovely takedown.
I don't know why Merab being so shy when it comes to the takedowns. I don't see Merab do this. There
are so many better picks. Like, if you're not gonna go someone, like if you don't want to wrestle, especially at bantamweight.
Yeah, I feel like he's showing Orange's grappling too much respect. Like, you gotta offensively grapple if you're Merab, or just switch picks at that point, Cyrus.
Yeah, 100%. Like, if I'm in the corner right now of Pig, then when we make it into this third round, if he makes it into the third round, corner advice is one thing.
Yeah.
Don't. Oh, we're not going to make it. No, that's right. We're not going to make it. Okay, now we might. But the advice is this. The advice is this.
Nope.
Do not take a back step. Hands only. And do not stop punching. You have 5 minutes to find those hands. And you have to risk it. You have to risk going face down on that canvas. Oh, man. He keeps giving him the range, and he keeps messing up on the block.
He keeps getting head kicked. It keeps happening.
His head keeps getting knocked by a limb of Aljamain Sterling, basically. And that, so far, has kind of been the issue of this fight, is Merab's distance management is just not with it tonight. I mean, like we saw with Ripe and his takedown defense, this time around, it's kind of the distance management of Merab here has kind of been the issue of the fight. It's just allowed Linares so much in terms of leniency and what he can land, how he can land it, and where he can land it. And now again, another takedown here means he can just chill, because again, he's got the stamina advantage from all the strikes he's landed on the feet here, Joe.
Yeah, my fault. You lagged for a second, Doc.
Oh, bro.
He paused. I was like, Doc died. He came back at like a million miles an hour, bro.
It was trying to speed up. But if you're Merab, you're frustrated here because you're already down 2 rounds. Now you're on your back, and you have to rush. You have to rush to create some opportunities. You can't be content here, Cyrus.
No, you really... man, you're losing the fight every second. Every second that the fight is going away, because you're already losing the fight, but your opportunity for winning is diminishing second by second. Lanas knows this. He's going to bleed him every second he can. Like that's Lanas's way.
Yeah.
Much like we see him Blink a little bit later on. Blink is the guy that does this exact same thing. I wouldn't say he's really playing with his food yet, but Orange will just brutalize him in any way he can. Let's be real.
I don't think anybody quite plays with their food like Blink does, though.
Yeah.
I mean, look, if he manages to do that to Driz, then fair play. But like, that's not a boy that you can. That's not a boy you can do that to.
Yeah, exactly. But either way, Lunara's getting a lovely triangle choke there. Now going for the dash choke. Stamina enough difference that Marab's got to even make a decision quickly.
It's over.
Oh, is he going to manage to make it? No, he gets up.
Now, what will he do here?
There's a minute 50, bro.
Pray, find a gun, take a front kick to the face, nearly clips him over the head with a rear hook though. And Aljamain Sterling, for all his worth, is still going forward. He's got this round in the bag, but he definitely wants to finish, and you can't really dismiss him for that fact.
If he takes another back step, I might fucking scream, bro. What's he doing?
No, don't worry. He's gonna take 5 of them.
I know his stamina's low, but you can stand there, block up. He's got block. That's the crazy thing. He's got block.
He got to take this risk. He has to go at this point.
Does.
Oh,
like, this is
no,
better
You
than
have that
taking
drop,
back
but you
steps.
have to go. You're losing. You have to go.
Just any shot's impossible, but
And that's the thing, when he stands in the pocket, he creates some moments like that where he almost had a counter. He didn't get it, but he almost had that counter, Jay.
Yeah, the thing is, right?
oh,
There we go. Oh my God. Hold on. Hey, you may have lost, but that was a beautiful moment right there.
yeah, I mean that was what he needed. He needed 5 of them 10 minutes earlier.
Yeah, you know what the problem is?
He didn't keep. He just kept walking backwards.
Man, listen. he tried to wait for opportunity. Sometimes you have to create the opportunity. That's the problem.
Yes, exactly right. But there's sometimes people don't make mistakes sometimes, Doc. Sometimes people are just on their A game. You have to be the one that makes them make that mistake. You can't just wait for them to make it. You know, it's a difference between somebody that's just looking for like a clear opportunity to present itself and another man that goes out there and creates the opportunities for himself. And that's what we saw at the last closing seconds when he knew that there was nothing left to lose. He made something happen, and we just needed that mentality earlier. That's what happened.
Yeah, I mean, it was also the fact of he was trying to play a footwork game against a guy who was happy to play the distance and footwork game. It was that weird combination of seeing like how Pig he wanted to be the one at distance when he was playing against a fighter who was the better distance fighter and couldn't quite figure out that instead of trying to play off the back foot, he needed to be on the front foot and just hold position there.
Yeah, and look. This is another thing. I don't want to shit on the guy too much because, like, ultimately, Orange is a beast. He's fought the who's who. He's a really good fighter. But a decent amount of that came down to, for my money, a bit of an IQ issue in the cage. Like, even just like having a corner might have helped him quite a lot, Jay, because, like, what realistically was the problem even early on that you could see is that Lanas was creating opportunities with the kicks and he was doing it incredibly well, targeting the body both with side kicks, body roundhouses, all sorts of spinning attacks to the body as well. And then every time he was stepping out, if he didn't eat one to the body, Orange just knew now's the time to put it to the head, and he slipped one upstairs, bro. Like there's a reason that he ate like 90 significant strikes by the 3rd round and had all of his block. It's because Lanas was finding a way to just not hit that block to make sure that he was touching the body or the face every fucking time. So forward pressure, boxing combinations, takedowns of your own, that was the way to go. Not Pig's night. I want to see him back better than ever. I don't think that this is it for that guy. We've seen him have good performances in the past, but tonight is the night of Lanas. Makes his pro debut of the season, gets a big W, and we will see him moving up in the card and in the rankings very, very shortly, I am sure. But with that one in the books, we now have King Jon Snow, the man of the hour, stepping in there up against Viper, KOTTV. Should be a very fun fight. Now, let me ask you this, Doc. Am I right in saying that this is Viper's pro debut here this evening? want to say it is. It says 2-1 amateur, so I'm assuming he's 2-1 on the amateurs, on a +2.
So yes, it's his second time around. He has previously been on the live card, but it's since he's fallen out the rankings, so he's sort on the Ed, got the record, got back into a position where he can then come back onto the live card, and now he's here to try to get a ranking again.
Yeah. Right. Okay. We'll get into this one. Sorry, I got sidetracked for a moment. I checked our breach screenshots, and there are some fucking cretins about. I promise you that. Taking the opportunity of live cards when we're all distracted to try and say some madness, but thankfully the guys are on it in the back. That's crazy work. Fun fight here, Jay. Diego Lopez up against Conor McGregor. I mean, Diego should have him in virtually all domains. I mean, Conor's going to have the striking advantage, but like the conditioning, the durability of Lopez is so good. This is actually a really intriguing fight. I mean, fuck this in real life. I'd take my money.
This fight is not happening in real life.
It's never happening in real life.
Never happening.
I don't want to see Chandler. Give me somebody like a Lopez.
Dang, you don't want to see Michael Chandler. Listen, Michael Chandler has been waiting for his opportunity for years, and he won't give up on it either.
I don't care about him, bro. It's like I'll see it, but like that's and as crazy as this is, that's a gimme for Conor. Like Conor should absolutely dog.
Yeah, stylistically,
like,
Conor is half of what he was
meant to fight. I completely forgot those two were ever booked to fight. To be honest,
yeah, Michael Chandler been waiting.
I was thinking Lopez versus Chandler, which is honestly a fight I think I'd rather see more at this point.
The funny thing is that like it's just basically Conor McGregor beat Chad Mendes. That's that fight. But enough of that. Viper TKO absolutely landing beautiful combinations and counters early on. Did not dissuade King Jon Snow. He, at any point here though, has continued to press forward. Needs to keep those hands high.
Yeah, lovely little step back there. I mean, Viper's come out here and just put hands on all comers here. And I mean, King Jon Snow's keeping on the pressure. He has been knocked down, but he's still pushing forward. He's landed a few shots that have worked in his favour. But Viper's the one who's landing the bigger shit here.
Don't like this. Don't like King Jon Snow's game plan right now. I really think with Diego Lopez, there we go. That's the first time he didn't try to clinch. That should have been the approach. You should have never been trying to have a jab battle with Conor. You should have never been striking. It has to be dirty. Your mentality has to be, there's no way it's going to be a clean striking match, Cyrus.
Yeah, 100%. Lead hooks need to be your jab, and you need to be shooting those takedowns. Like, that's the reality right now.
Yeah.
Especially because, like, Viper is leaning off that lead leg.
He's leaning to his own right every time. That lead hook will put him in check.
Yeah. All day, bro. Nice little duck there from Viper. This is maybe the cleanest Viper's looked on the feet. To be honest with you, like he's looking very clean here this evening. And just outside of the range of the clinch and the takedown attempts, I gotta see King Jon Snow just settle in for a moment, take a moment to breathe, even just run a little bit for a second, find your moment to recompose yourself. Because right now you're caught in the blender, and Viper TKO doesn't show any signs of stopping anytime soon.
I mean, the block's looking like a round 2, round 3 block, and it's not even the end of round 1 for King Jon Snow. I don't know what to say. He needs to not be on the feet standing in front of Conor McGregor at his prime. It's basically the assessment here.
This is so.
Do you know what this is reminding me of right now? And I don't mean this to be disrespectful, because I love Jon Snow, but like, he needs something to change, because it's turning into that fight between fucking Sean O'Malley and the dude with green hair.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Chris Martino?
Chris Martino, bro. That's what it's turning into. I couldn't remember his name.
But it is, yeah. It's just those 1-2s just landing cleanly and then just barreling through his block afterwards. And he just continues to press forward. I admire, like, the hope and pride. Whoa!
A couple more seconds in that fight. A couple more seconds in that fucking round. And he could have got a knockdown or something even bigger. Conor McGregor leaned off that lead leg with his hands down, and there was a hook incoming. You could see that right hand being chambered for devastation right there, Jay. But the referee stepped in and saved him for a moment. What a big moment to close out that round. He's got to take that confidence into the next round.
He needed that moment because before he got that moment, this was looking horrible. Like he was getting beat up badly, and now he got to use that momentum. Please throw a lead hook, because Conor loves leaning to his own right. We got to make these adjustments. He did it again. He did it again too, Doc.
Oh, Christ. Oh, Christ. Just, I don't know what to say. It really is just, I mean, a lovely bit of head movement there, does miss off, just gets clobbered again, digs down to the body. McGregor not interested in any of the grappling. King Jon Snow wanting to lay down there for as long as possible, ideally till the round's ended. Shoots a takedown, gets denied. 4 minutes on the clock, already a knockdown within the first minute. It's round 2. Goes to the takedown, doesn't get it. He should have been doing this way earlier. But
I wouldn't say he was. Okay, he just missed them. He was out of range of them. I think that he was flustered from taking 19 unanswered shots straight to the dome.
Oh, God.
Oh,
he killed
my.
him. Right hand to left hand to the body with a one-hit quitter.
Viper put belt to ass right there. He didn't even beat him with the belt. He beat him with the buckle. Like, that was a great performance by Viper.
Yeah, no, I really was. Viper showed up and showed the fuck out here this evening. The sharpest his hands have ever looked. Commiserations, seriously, to King Jon Snow. I really like that dude. And that's just not one that he's going to want to remember. That's the reality of it. He needs to...
I don't think he will.
No, he...
No, he will remember. No.
I mean,
no,
how many shots he took to the head that fight?
No, listen. There was one of them ass whoopings where it don't matter how much CTE you got. You'll remember that. That's very memorable. You think, listen to this. You think Chris Matinho don't remember what Sean O'Malley did to him? Like, you think he forgot that?
Look, I want to say in the chat, Mitchy Boy just said, bro, did King Jon Snow owe him money? It fucking felt like it. I promise you that, bro. That was a terrifying performance. And Viper TKO potentially announcing himself as somebody to watch out for in the division after what was a very, very dominant performance. But with that one now, lads, we get to our featured fight of the prelims. It is going to be between Bren and Fia Mitchie. Should be a very fun fight. This one is in the middleweight weight class. We have another 7 fights booked here this evening. I will bring up the graphic. It's going to show 6, but we have a fight that isn't on that. That's going to be after Wooly Genius and Whimpering Ian. So as you see, Rush Milkman is going to be kicking off the main card up against Jody BJJ. Rush Milkman obviously shown that he is an impeccable striker, has had some rough times up against some guys who have taken it to the mat. Obviously, even strikers have come up against him and known what he's about, so they've taken him down and tried to grapple him. And we've got Jody BJJ, who I spoke to a little bit earlier on today, who has promised a big performance here this evening. He wants to put on a showcase up against the Milkman. Cleaning tuber Gregory himself wants to step in there up against FSK Optics. That's a really fun fight, man. I know that Gregory hangs around with the FSK boys a bunch, but Optics is a young kid that comes out there and puts hands to fucking everybody. I know that Greg has been working on the hands a lot. I take the piss out of him. I was calling him No Hands Gregory in the chat a minute ago.
Dang!
No, I'm joking. He's been working on the striking a lot. He's been looking real good on the feet recently and on the mat. Always his grappling has been up there, but his striking has come a long way. And Optics has always been a sensational standout striker, so should make for a very intriguing battle between those two guys right there. And then obviously Wooly Genius up against Whimpering Ian. And if Wooly Genius drops another fucking fight, this guy went 4-0 and now is 4-4. He loses another one, I may relegate him to being banned.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Yes.
On Wooly Genius sign up, this is his retirement fight. Allegedly. But we all know how retirement fights go. There is that. It.
I mean, like, if he loses, he don't have a fucking
I would hope
choice.
so.
He doesn't have a choice at that point. But if he wins, then that would be a good way for him to ride off into the sunset, if you will. But Whimpering Ian has different plans, trying to break himself into that top 5 if he can. Big win here this evening, may find himself in or amongst that top 5 at least. And then, of course, we have Oat Head Kicks up against Maxi, which is a fight that you don't see on the card right there. And then we break into our main event and co-main event at the top of the hour. Incredible lineup, as always, here at Primetime MMA. We're not going to waste any more time. We're going to get into it. Bren up against Fia Mitchie, the end of the prelims. Don't talk about my Gregory like that, Dylan Lamb. Okay, Dylan. Optics.
That's Optics.
Yeah, I know it is. Optics. Concentrate on yourself, my brother. Concentrate on yourself. You're
fighting the guy.
You're fighting the guy, okay? I want to say, if I want to call Gregory No Hands, let me do it, okay? Me and Greg, we go back and forth a little bit. It's okay. I said, in all fairness, I was joking. I said
No
he's got
hand.
some hands.
You don't believe that?
Well,
I don't believe it. Don't tell me what I believe, man. Don't tell me what I believe. I believe it, okay?
He's lying. Like,
well, and either way, speaking of hands, we got BG Bren. BG? Don't you see BG? I think he's Rush now, actually. Rush Bren in the octagon fighting Mitchie. This is your classic grappler versus striker mix up. The picks even kind of doing that. Mitchie having DDP here, who is known for his just weird bullshit of just stuff that he can do, and Izzy's more clinical striking.
I love the descriptives. I mean, you've never seen him do that, but Mitchie boy pulling out all the tricks here this evening with Duplessis, trying to go to the body, spin attacks. Got to be careful. Fighting at this sort of range is only going to benefit Bren with that Israel Adesanya pick. His ability to be a sniper-like striker will cause problems if you give him the space.
If I'm Mitchie here, I'm looking for a takedown within the next minute or so. That means he can get a long time to work on the ground, get a feel for how he thinks the grappling is going to go. Because at the end of the day, Mitchie is that star-studded grappler. We saw it last time around, securing a sub. He did get kind of murdered on the feet in a few cases, but he put on a hell of a performance there against Jay Ritter of all people, a guy who's notoriously effective on the feet as well. And here you're seeing that stun rain down the shots, going into side control now. And again, long time to work here, Joe.
yeah, and he heard you. He shot for a takedown when you said something too, and because of that, he's up and around now because he stunned him. And this is what you want from him. This is a Drickus-like fight. You make it ugly, scrappy, a bully type fight. You don't want it to be clean on the feet with Izzy Cyrus.
No, and funnily enough, this is what we were saying about the Pig X up against the last fight earlier. You needed to make it dirty. You can't fight a guy that's clearly more tactical and more clinical than you and fight him at his own game. You need to make it like it is a fight outside a pub at fucking 2 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, God. He should have just gone for that back flat.
Haymakers, bro. Haymakers all day. And that's what Duplessis does best. This guy doesn't know how to fight at a tactical pace. He's going 0 to 100 in 0.1. In fact, I think his resting is 100.
Yeah, and shout out to Drickus, because like I said, I think Drickus has done some amazing things. I think with his ability and his his skill set, he has maximized it. He is an overachiever, Cyrus.
He is. Look, it takes a special type. It takes a special type of human being to be able to, kind of fight the way he fights, get the results that he gets, and then kiss his boys on the lips, and nobody say shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like he does his thing, bro. He does his thing, and you got to respect it. You got to respect it.
Yeah. Listen, I respect it, like I said, because he overachieved, and like I said, his I don't know if that's a tradition over there. I don't know. But, that's how him and his coaches and his boys, that's how they greet each other. I dap my friends up. We may hug, shake hands. They greet each other with kisses. That's their thing.
Just a little peck on the lips. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's okay.
Just a little peck.
He wants to give his friends a little peck. It's okay. He's got a worldie back at home. It's okay. You know what I mean? Anyway, touch the gloves. Round 2. They kick it off. Duplessis marching forward once again, putting Israel Adesanya on the back feet as he continues to find openings for the counter.
I mean, I don't know. Round 1 definitely goes to Mitchie. That is for certain.
Okay. Musa. Man, he's really doing a good job of closing that distance. He's making this a messy fight. The longer he can do that, the more it's going to pay dividends. Obviously, it's a risky, game to be playing, Jay. But same with Duplessis. You got to play with that fire a little bit to make his skill set work in his favor.
Yeah, Dricky's skill set involves him taking some damage and him being in the fire 24/7.
Yeah, Art of War makes a really good point. You know, Bren, one of his first opportunities on a live card here this evening, and he could be a little bit, you know, a little bit nervous about, especially with the way it started. He's 1-on-1 on the live card, so, you know, this is only his third fight, and he may settle into it. But then on the reverse of that, Mitchie just continuing to commit to grappling him in between the marauding style of striking. That's going to make it really difficult for him to settle in. It's going to make it really difficult for him to find his pace, because he's just always being put on the back foot right now. An ever-evolving landscape of where this fight is heading, and so far seems to be dictated by Mitchie Boy, who is playing an excellent game plan in what could be a very difficult matchup otherwise.
Yeah, this is like Art said, Bren is nervous. Like, I do believe that, right? And I think even though he is losing, he's getting beat up by Drickus, but he's also beating himself too. I think we suffer a lot more in our mind than we do in actual reality. So like, he's in his own head. That's making the fight even worse. Even so, like, you could be losing, but you're losing even worse if you're in your own head, and that made him start slow too.
Yeah, I think GSP said it. I think it might have been GSP anyway. You know, this game is 80% mental. Like,
it
really
is.
Like, all these guys are athletes. All these guys are fighters. You know, like most of it's about that mental approach, about your ability to adapt and overcome. Everybody mocks and shits on you.
And here we go.
But believe.
And he's starting to wake up.
Conceive, believe, achieve.
Okay, we're not quoting the block hold right now. We're not doing.
He gets mocked for it. You know, that whole "shut the fuck up" comes out perfectly after it. But you're kind of right.
You know why he gets mocked for it? Besides, oh my goodness, he's about to win this fight. Besides Michael Bisping clap back at him, it's because Luke Rockhold said it. It's not what was said. It's who's the one.
The most vacant-minded guy that is. He's a fighter. He might do some modeling, but bro, he hasn't got two brain cells to rub together. Like,
oh my god. I mean, Bren kind of worked out how he needs to strike. He kind of just needs to stand there and just allow Mitchie to take the shots, because it's kind of the fact of he won that round. The 2 knockdowns secured the victory. The rest of it was just, I feel like Bren was struggling to work out how Mitchie wants to fight on the feet, and that's kind of the issue here when you do fight grapplers. Is grapplers don't necessarily have the same type of striking pedigree you're going to see when you fight another striker, and Bren is, you see him come out very well, looking fantastic against strikers, but then when he fights someone who's got their grappling pedigree, who's not necessarily in a striker base to begin with, you have to change up that entire style, and that's what you're seeing here is Bren kind of figuring out where he wants to do. It's taking him 2 rounds, but now it's the 3rd round, so once he gets back on the feet, hopefully he'll be able to get a bit more going, but at the same time, Mitchie's had 2 rounds to develop a grappling style and a striking approach that's been effective here.
Yeah, I mean, look, that was one way to reset the momentum that Bren accumulated towards the second half of that second round. J-Dime came out there, landed those paws straight on his face, was able to rock him, got a takedown, now trying to hunt for submissions. Cost him position. May have actually been a tactical mistake.
Oh, yeah, it's the 3rd round, too. That's going to cost you. Oh, my goodness. And the thing is, even though Izzy got stunned this round, he's starting to get momentum. After that last round, hey, first of all, I'm not gonna lie, I would have stood up if I'm him right here. I'd stand up, because after last round, I believe in my striking right now, Cyrus.
Yeah, 100%. Look, you got the stamina advantage. You can go to fucking work, but he is getting ground and pound in all fairness to him. Obviously, he believes in his own grappling as well. It's just a lot harder to secure finishes on the ground. In all honesty, especially when you've got like an Izzy pick. It's not like he's got sub options, do you know what I mean? Like, what is he gonna have to like 9 of those bitches to get a submission?
No, but listen,
ground and pound.
He's a great grappler. Oh yeah, he's dominating his grappling.
That's good. And the arm bar.
And he done settled in. Cyrus, in his mind, there's nothing he can do wrong right now. He is in his bag now.
I mean, it's a decent chunk. It's not much, but it's a decent chunk.
I mean, I might have overshot it when I said 9. I might have overshot it when I said 9, but he definitely needs like 4.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's still.
He's not going to stop in this round. Interesting fight. Glad it worked.
Separate. No, separate for me. Gets. I just want to see this guy do hands. He did so
Guard's a
well.
position where he definitely should
Bren
separate.
said, listen, in my books, Bren is up. And listen, Bren is trying to show him there's levels to this grappling, Cyrus.
For sure. They are back to the final 50 seconds. And he walked away, sat him down.
And that's what you wanted. And that's what you wanted, Cyrus. And you got what you wanted.
I like this
lovely.
Bren kid. I like this Bren kid a lot. Mitchie is an absolute fucking war dog, though.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Oh,
Bren's just putting the power on.
not
Again.
done. Oh, he ate that knee.
I know, he just ate that knee. Like, come on. Oh my goodness.
no.
And it. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, he survived.
Saved by
Oh
the
my
buzzer,
goodness.
bro.
So by the barrel. Gee.
Let's go, Bren. No, let's go, Bren.
Bren back in the win column.
Let's go.
Look, I will say, look, Mitchie started out this fight impeccably for a round and a half. He was fucking on fire, but Bren absolutely just woke the fuck up, like Art of War said he would in the later parts of that second round. Put all of that work into a very kind of concentrated part of this fight. I made it difficult. And I'll point this out again. I mean, fucking credit where credit is due. Because after that success in the second round, it's not like it was just all plain sailing for him from there, Jay. Like fucking Mitchie came out and just put the fucking beating on him in the starting of the third round as well. And he had to answer back from that. And when we were all like, get the fuck up, push him on the feet, he was like, no, I'm going to grapple this guy. I'm going to show him what the fuck's up. And he did it, right? He did it. When he got on the feet for 2 seconds, you know what he did? Landed a fucking elbow and a lead hook and sent him straight back to the mat. I like this kid. I like what he did. I like his confidence. And I want to see that confidence continue to grow as he works his way up these rankings. Because if he believes in his abilities, like he did in the second half of that fight, sky's the limit, bro. Sky's the limit.
And on the other hand, I like it, again the fight Mitchie side of things. It was the same issues we saw last week. It's just he needs a bit more. He just needs to be able to make a few more adjustments. Is again, he has a lot. He has some success, and then suddenly his opponent makes some small minor adjustments, and then he's unable to keep that momentum going. It's just about Mitchie being able to read those adjustments and then making adjustments on those adjustments. It's a tiny little change to his game plan. Maybe he doesn't have a corner. Maybe he just needs some guys in his pointing out these issues. It's just a small, tiny tweak, and then I have no doubt he'll be getting back into that column here.
Yeah, absolutely. So, look, we have a fun fight up next. Sorry, this guy's talking in my ear. He's talking through his stream, and it was confusing the shit out of me. For a minute, I thought one of you guys were just affecting an accent for me, but you weren't. We're going to be having a fun one up next. Rush Milkman up against Jody BJJ. A fight that I have been eagerly anticipating the entire night. It's one of my watch-out fights. These guys are going to go to fucking war. One guy is going to walk away victorious here this evening. And like I said earlier on, Jay, that I want to see Ripe next time out against somebody that's a little bit more stylistically going to be able to fight his type of fight, that's going to be able to kind of be a good dance partner, if you will. These guys, excellent dance partners for each other. They match up perfectly to fight each other in terms of both of them having incredible striking acumen, and Jody being such a thinking man's fighter, really, really tactical in his approach to the game. Milkman showing absolutely clinical striking in the time that he's been here. I'm not going to be a commentator this fight. I think I'm just going to be somebody that's going to enjoy the show.
Okay. All right. So basically, you got the best seats in the house. That's what you're saying right here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Here we go.
Machado, Gary, other side of Jody BJJ, and then all of the opposite end, we have Leon Edwards for Milkman.
Yeah, I mean, so the main issue you're going to have if you're Leon Edwards here is the fact that Machado Gary is 7 feet tall.
7 feet tall.
He's just really goddamn tall for welterweight. Even with someone like Edwards who's got the long legs, he's just tall.
Yeah, he's crouching and still taller than Leon Edwards.
Yeah.
So, like, if you can just use that length, you're going to have success. But, I mean, in this boxing round, it's going to be different. I'm trying to tell who's who, but
Jody is
they're not
Machado.
Okay.
Jody is Machado. Milkman is Leon Edwards. I'm 99% sure of that.
Dang it. I'm not going.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Oh, already.
Yeah, running down the shots in this ground pound position. Good chunk landed, getting up instead though, and just continue to put the pressure on. So it's that one shot, and then he waits a second, and he fires the next, and on the uppercuts and the hooks. So it's just pretty solid. They're landing consistently, and he's allowing to put the pressure on. God. Jesus.
Oh my. Ooh. Listen, he's gonna have to wake up like right about now, because if he doesn't wake up right now, Cyrus, it may be over.
Grapple him for the next 2 minutes, bro. You gotta do it. Like,
need to do something and then just get this pressure off you. Edwards is just there landing kicks. He's got control of the fight, it seems, even as Gary just tries to fire back here.
oh, that's beautiful. Step back. Fucking Rush Milkman is in his bag right now. He is absolutely feeling it. Nice trip. Gonna follow him down. This is what his corner should be calling for. We've seen Rush Milkman have problems with the grappling. Having some difficulties in the first round. I know that Jody, doesn't like to engage in the grappling too much on this game. He's definitely more of a favored striker. But he's got BJJ in his name for a reason. This boy can grapple IRL and can utilize some of that knowledge to maintain position and actually get some work off. Slow the fight down a little bit, Jay. And hopefully set up some opportunities for yourself later in this fight.
Even if he don't do much with this, he got top mount. I was about to say, he need this in general just to change this fight. Oh my goodness. He needs this because he was getting lit up on the feet. Oof.
That's nice. Solid. Simple. And didn't overexert himself as well, which is kind of the main issue you see in a lot of top mounts, is that you can land a shit ton of damage, but sometimes your stam goes away with it. Still, Leon Edwards round and knocked down the head kick that he landed in brutal fashion, securing the victory early on. But the end of round two, no, the end of round one, momentum swayed quite a lot. It's a positive sign, and if you're Ian Gary, you kind of now know where you want this fight to head. You want to get on the ground again. You want to see if you can really muddy the waters, dirty up the fight itself, and then hopefully once you get back on the feet, you're going to have more of a chance and less of just being pressured quite a lot by the Edwards here.
Oof. To see the adjustments that Jody BJJ makes, because he has to make adjustments because Leon is on fire, Cyrus.
Yeah, 100%. Like, if I'm in Jody's corner from striking advice, I'm saying play a little bit more rangy. You can't be playing hooks. You've got to be using teeps and straights to your advantage, because on the inside, Leon Edwards, especially with the way that Rush is using him, Milkman is using him, was beating him with hooks. And as you see right there, landed a jab and a straight, sat him down with an uppercut. This is a lot better from Jody BJJ, utilizing that cage IQ, the fight IQ, to get himself ahead in the second round. This is where he can truly start to come alive.
I mean, he's so long used to straight. Jesus, that is what you want. Put the pressure on, keep him at the distance, let him just miss his shot, and then massively counter in so many different ways. The length of Ian Gary is something you need to utilize, and this second round is really showing why. And as long as you continue that going, keep the pressure on, good, nice little takedown, mixes it up. But Edwards managed to get the 9, now being the one who decides to try to go for his own there, it looks like.
Night and day from first round to second round. Jody, in the first round, we thought he was going to get finished. Now in the second round, he's taking over. He made his adjustments. He's the one dictating the pace now, Cyrus.
Absolutely. And look, a lot of it's coming, like, to those straight shots, man. He's fighting a little bit more, like, at his range. Fighting on the inside was not going to work for him.
Oh, my.
And it's the uppercuts. Those uppercuts are landing clean through. He's gone away more.
Yeah, he's doing it at the end of a sequence, though. That's the thing. Like, he's not, like, leading with those stuff. He's doing it at the end of the sequence. He's getting him rocked. He's landing the straights, the jabs, the teeps, and everything in between. And then he fires a combination with an uppercut or a hook in those kind of finishing sequences. And that's the A game right there, man. That's the adjustment that was needed. And he's just fighting an excellent game.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? It was easy if Jody BJJ wasn't as good as he is, my goodness, another lead uppercut. It may be over. I was about to say, if he wasn't as good as he is, he would never made the adjustment. Because it's easy when you're getting whooped like that in the first round and it seems like it's over, it's easy to give up on yourself and just fight the exact same way. And now it's a snowball effect. But he made the adjustments. That's the difference between a good UFC player and a great UFC player. Anybody can dictate the pace. Like when anybody can, how do I say it? They could dominate, right? But it's different when you're on the other end and you got to make a comeback.
Yep.
You're gonna see how good you really are.
Exactly right. Look, it's easy. It's easy to dominate when things are going your way, right? Like when there's been no adversity thrown at you, no obstacles. But so when we're saying that, the same can be said about fucking Rush Milkman.
Yeah.
He just got he got the piss kicked out of him for the entirety of that round, and he said, "Fuck that." He dug deep because he's built that a little bit different, bro. He's built different. He doesn't just get caught in his feelings. He's not like, oh shit, there's panic. Things aren't going my way all of a sudden. He started out this fight impeccably, dog. He got the shit kicked out of him. And then all of a sudden, he found an opportunity to compose himself and he answered back the end of the round with style. Where, in all honesty, was only a couple of punches away from even getting the finish in that snack guard right there. So coming into this third round, it is all to play for, my friend. Every single opportunity is still to play for. And this is turning out to be one of the fight of the nights.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this is fight of the night so far, arguably, and bring it back. I mean, round one started with Leon Edwards leading the fight, and then Ian Gary getting the end. Round two, it was the complete opposite way, and now a stun into the favour of Leon Edwards, but coming back there, digging down to the body, only just avoiding it. Ian Gary's the one with the stamina, so he's the one who can really let loose, let go here, Jay, but that doesn't, by no means, it means it's going to be an easy time when Edwards can still hit like a truck.
Yeah, but that momentum Jody BJJ got right now is going to be hard to take away, Cyrus.
Yeah, no, it really is, man. But like, I honestly, I ain't going to hold either one of these guys out. Like I said, they're built different. They are cut from a different cloth. And they find ways back into fights that they shouldn't. You can see these guys, man. They're digging deep. They're trying to get tricky out there. They're finding openings for those combinations. And neither one of these guys is giving up on themselves. This is what it's, all about. Kind of reminds me of that adage of Dana White back in the day. So you want to be a fighter, eh? You want to be a fighter. These guys are showcasing what the esporting community is all about. What it means to want that victory. To dig deep and find openings.
Yeah, you're also seeing how both these guys are making adjustments. Edwards here has tried that same head kick that he landed in round one a few times, twice has missed now, and then you just saw earlier with the uppercut of Ian Gary that was a menace in round two. Edwards instead swayed away, managing to avoid it as well. So both these guys are making constant adjustments, as you're seeing more. Jesus.
This is a great. My goodness! And Rush Milk. Oh my god! Oh my god! Overhand from hell. Is it over? And it's over. Oh my! Hey, I love that fight. You know why? Because he was dominating. Then Jody made an adjustment. He was dominating. Then Rush Milkman had to make the comeback. Then he made the comeback. Like, it was a beautiful fight.
Yes, sir, man. Both guys hold your head up high. Look, and I'll put this out there. Jody sent me a message earlier. I was talking to him about something else, and he said, look, I'm on my way back from work right now. I'm driving home. I'm going to deliver tonight. Now, he didn't get the victory, but I'm telling you what, he fucking delivered. That fight was sensational. Early contender of fight of the night. Both Rush Milkman and No Love Jody BJJ left it all in the cage here this evening. Like I said, built different. Both guys got that dog in them. They're cut from different cloth. Neither one of these guys gave up on up on themselves or their possibilities of winning. It's just that Milkman was able to, kind of find that heat seeker in the final closing moments of that fight, landing that overhand after a combination. Jody zigged when he should have zagged and got set up for that finish. Beautiful, beautiful fight. Everybody loved it. You can tell from the support from it in the chat. And yeah, like I said, there's a reason that I said that this is one of those ones that you need to keep your eye on. I knew it was going to be a barn burner from the fucking get-go. When sometimes when a fight gets sent to me and, Doc sends across a list of fights and whatever else, and I look at them, I'm like, oh yeah, that's good. And I'm like, oh shit, that's going to be a fucking fight. And that was one of those fights right there. several Kit Kats just said tougher than Bonnie Blue. I don't know what the fuck.
Oh, whoa there.
Jesus.
Whoa, y'all are going. Hey, listen. We need to confiscate y'all phones. Like, just
wrong.
calm down.
It definitely feels like that sometimes.
But with that one now in the books, there, lads, we move on to the next fight of the main card. Second fight of the main card, to be exact. We're going to have good old Gregory stepping back into the cage, this time up against Dylan Lamb himself, a.k.a. Optics. Gregory's going to come out here this evening. I call him No Hands Gregory for short, okay?
Oh, my goodness.
I call
No
him
Hands Gregory
for short. Yeah, No Hands Gregory. But he is... he's going to try and showcase something else here this evening. He believes in those hands, and to showcase that he believes in those hands, he is going Conor motherfucking McGregor, and he's going up against Optics himself, a guy that does not grapple, a guy that does not believe in that shit. He's hands all day, every day. So it's going to be a fun one, man. I don't know which way this is going to shape up, but it's going to be a good one.
Here we go. And listen, if Gregory puts on a striking masterclass, I want him to be in the chat talking crazy to you.
Yeah, bro, he never stops talking crazy to me. All right, that's the thing.
He is non-stop.
I will say, like, I call him No Hands Gregory. Like I said, he does have some hands, man. He's massively improved them over recent years.
You don't believe that, but we're going to keep...
Once upon a time, it was a genuine thing. He didn't have hands. But now he does.
Yeah, oh no. I mean, the thing is with Clean GB, he was a grappler through and through. Then he started competing with the likes of Striking, the current Xbox champ. I mean, War, I think he messed around with a few times and got in bed with a lot of the FSK boys as well. And so he started developing his striking skills, really only strike for a bit. So then he lost his grappling pedigree. And then he's found a good in-between mark. And I think from getting back his grappling, he's still figuring out his striking. But I mean, if he wants to show his striking ability, you've got no better person than doing it against Optics here tonight.
I think you bring up a good point. I think that, like, in that kind of process of trying to find his middle ground of being able to do both, still to this point, I think the Clean Tuber struggles to mix it all together, and you see it in his picks. He's either all grappling or all striking all the way. Every single time he steps into the cage, I think he decides what he's going to do against a certain opponent, and then that's the way he goes. But he has a pick here that can cause damage. Conor McGregor going to the body, very nice after a nice little pull, but then gets absolutely fucking bodied by a left hand from Optics. That left hand landed with vicious intent, and the overhand, he saw the last one from Rush Milkman. He said, I'll have one of those, eat it, and he threw it from left field.
Oh my God.
Dark on the digs
I have a problem here. So this isn't over, and he got Conor McGregor, but if the striking isn't working, he doesn't have his bread and butter like in his back pocket. He don't have the grappling right now because he is Conor McGregor.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Tapoyo does. But Tapoyo's not one in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This thing is, don't get me wrong, he can win on the feet, but this is a much more winnable fight if he was grappling a little bit. Optics, like, this is what Optics does, man. This is his bread and butter. This is where he gets the job done 9 times out of 10. He just strikes. I've never seen this guy shoot a takedown.
No, I don't ever say this guy shoot. If Optics has shot a takedown, something has gone wrong. I feel like is the answer.
Even then, he'll go out on his fucking sword. I genuinely, like, he's one of the only guys I can confidently say, I don't think I've ever seen this guy shoot a takedown. I don't even think I've seen this guy clinch.
Yeah.
He barely
honestly
kicks. It's all boxing.
Yeah, true. Yeah, no, he does. He doesn't even kick. Has he thrown a kick this fight?
No,
I mean, he has.
He won't. He'll use that head movement. He'll use that boxing, Jay, and he'll find hands for those paws. You think, oh, it's one-dimensional. He said, yeah, you can't even deal with one dimension. Why would I show you a second or third? Like, he's got hands.
Yeah, so that's the scary thing. Someone who's a specialist, right? Who that's basically all he do is box. So he works on using his hands all the time. But if I'm Optic and I lose a striking battle to someone who started as a grappler, I start to question myself.
Yeah, for sure. I will say that Gregory has already lost the moniker of No Hands Greg, because he's already showcased he's got some hands, man. He's got landed a couple nice little slip counters. He's doing some intelligent work going to the body. He's trying to win the long game here. He knows that the early going seems to be in the favor of optics, but man, he is eating too many shots to the head for my liking. Oh, nice work. Hold counter.
There we
That's what you
go.
want.
That jab is giving him problems. Slow him down. That jab on that guard.
Trying to look for the adjustments these guys are making. They just seem to be sticking to game plan A right now, utilizing the jab, fighting behind it. I would like to see a little bit more of that from Gregory, a couple of more teeps, trying to fight a little bit more at range, knowing that Optics is a boxing-only sort of fighter. The kicks could play absolute dividends for him. But they both seem to content to fight in the fucking pocket and box, man.
I mean, they continue on the pace. I mean, I don't know. Oh, Jesus.
Uh-oh.
The issue is it's really difficult to make a call here because both of these guys just have like 99 power, 5-star general shot. So it's not necessarily about who's leading the fight, but who lands the cleaner shots. And that's kind of it. Oh, lovely step back. Digging down to that body.
Body. Gregory's starting to take momentum right now.
Front kick to the face definitely helps. The stamina and the body work is going into the favor of Gregory here. Maybe he does have hands, and Optics is the one who needs to make, I think, the next big adjustment as we get to the end of round 2 here.
If he wins this by striking, I will next time I'll introduce him as Gregory Hands of Stone. And like that's
Man.
Oh, bro, he's landing. He's got it.
Oh, my goodness. Man, this is Gregory's world. We're just living in it. Come on. It's Gregory's world.
Gregory, Hands of Stone. Cleaning tuber. Gets the victory here this evening. He did finish it on the mat, but the majority of the work was done on the feet. You gotta give him a credit where credit is due, okay? Hands of fucking Stone. Gregory in the fucking building. Like Dime said, this is Gregory's world, and we are simply living in it. Reaper, oh, you're a striker now. As the inverse to, oh, you're a grappler now. I love it. I love it. Great fight, man. Fun one. Greg trying to get a rebrand. Big man Greg. I love it, man. I love it. Fun fight, man. These guys came out here, put on a good showcase. Knew it was going to be an interesting matchup, and they both delivered. Early going for Optics. Gregory definitely showcased those striking improvements over the course of the fight. Did an excellent job to turn that one back in his favor. Targeting the body with the pull counters early in the round 1 helped him a lot as the fight continued. But with that one in the box there, ladies and gentlemen, we now have a fun fight scheduled next. We're going to be having Wooly Genius up against Whimpering Ian. Some say it is Wooly Genius's retirement fight, win or lose. But as I said, if he loses, he doesn't have a choice in the matter. This man is retired. He went 4-0 to 4-4. He's going up against Whimpering Ian, who has been a menace on the division so far. Showcased some very interesting all-round kind of game, if you will. His striking has been pretty fucking on point. His grappling, we haven't seen as much of it, but definitely has looked pretty good in the moments we've seen him there as well. I just got a look at the picks, and I think I know what type of performance we're about to see out of Wooly Genius. We've seen Wooly Genius grapple fuck people into another dimension, or try to in some cases, other times being very successful to do so. But sometimes he's very successful at it. Sometimes the best it can be described at is trying. And then on the other side of it, he's tried to strike. But there is no in between. He either strikes or he grapples, and this is clearly a grappling approach from him. He has gone...
From both.
He's gone... Yeah, but I mean, I understand the counter pick from Whimpering Ian. I do understand it. I do understand it.
Okay. I asked for one thing during this fight, is that Woolly Genius just doesn't stand just in the middle of the cage and get his head punched in. That's all I request.
Dang.
Bro, Whimpering Ian said, fuck your clinch. I'm going to clinch you. He came out there, landed a 1-2 and clinched this man. These guys are about to try and... Who's the best cheese?
This is really... This really is,
there
isn't
we
it?
go.
Yeah.
Keep jabs and straights on him when you try to clinch.
One of them's Parmesan, the other is cheddar. Who's going to win?
Oh. Oh, yeah. I like this approach, though. No, I like this. Because you heard of grapple the grappler, cheese the cheeser.
Yeah.
I love this.
I mean, normally you have guys complain. I don't think we're going to get any complaints.
I love this fight.
Yeah, this is just going to be one of those fights.
This is going to be a great fight.
Fire, bro. Fight fire with fire. I fucking love this approach. I love this fight.
I love this fight right now.
You can't really go too wrong.
Wally, Mitchie says, I'm throwing 500 on Wally just to try and win some cheese. Bro, whether you win cheese, you're getting cheese one way or another on the screen right now.
Oh.
Whimpering Ian's clamping down in side control, man. Now mount.
Man.
Bro, has he got a wolf on his fucking shorts?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, yeah, those his custom shorts he wore.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Reaper says, hopefully no one is lactose intolerant. Well, you better get that EpiPen ready or whatever you need, because there's enough cheese to go around right now. Nice reversal.
Nice.
Wally Genius showing that there's still life in this old dog yet.
You wonder how much after 4 losses, but nonetheless.
Well, look, maybe he's going on his fucking Dave arc. Maybe he's going to win 4, lose 4, win 4, lose 4. You don't know, bro.
You never know. You do never know. We've seen madder stuff. Dave went on a 5 and then lost 5. So we've definitely seen madder stuff happen within this community. And I mean, so far though, kind of back and forth in terms of the grappling. Not much really going on apart from the general pitter-patter. The stand consistent on both sides. A minute left on the clock, getting denies both ways. They have made sure it is on the 3 rounds because, I don't know, at the rate they're going, we may not get a finish.
Yeah, and look, J Dime has just let everybody know that he is, in fact, lactose intolerant. He had to walk away from the cheese for a moment. It was a little bit too much. But no, all jokes aside, right now, Whimpering Ian's winning. I mean, look, Wally Genius definitely answering back in the second half of the round, but I think there was just a little bit too much from Whimpering Ian in the early going, both on the feet and then when it hit the clinch exchanges and the grappling as a whole. We're about to see how I mean, look, I don't know how these guys are going to find a finish fighting like this, but as you can see, Whimpering Ian securing that first round pretty securely. I don't think that they're going to give it to Wooly just based off the top control, although he got about a minute extra.
Touch the gloves. They both start on the feet and need to start from both of them, not even bothering. A triangle choke to follow suit. Backside now, and we're back into the grappling realm.
Yeah, this is where they want to fight, bro. This is where.
Yeah, I mean, it's Hamza, it's Reen the Riddler. This is, if you're either one of these guys, this is exactly where you want to be. An armbar approach there, though, does Whimpering go. The stamina into the favour of Ian, but I mean, that one thing kind of led to. Oh, I
just want to point out this out. Ooh. First time chatter, just Aaron. I was like, oh, that's a cool thing, man. I was with you with every word, right? Other than the final 3 words. Why would you say that, bro? Why would you say that, bro?
What is it with people in this chat being so unhinged recently?
This guy.
There are no words. There are none.
He's on that Drickus Duplessis vibe, I tell you.
In other words,
he just likes a peck. He doesn't want to have his babies.
Uh-oh.
This is great work. He backplatted him and he went straight for the RNC.
Well, he's got the armbar. Now he's got the RNC, but I expect it does manage just to get out the stamina.
I'm surprised he didn't strike
close.
him, though. He had stamina to strike him in the back flat.
I think Whimpering just wants to cuddle him really close. The elbows landing there. 10 minutes left on the clock. This has been Chimaev's round. I mean, Riddler was the one who got it down the mountain to begin with the triangle, but now this so far has really been whimpering in. He's got top position and so far has just held it without issue as we get now put into full guard. I mean, you've got the rubber guard position, you've got the general reversal here if you can manage it, but decides just to get up, not risk anything, and then probably looks for a re-engagement in a second after striking for a bit, I'd imagine.
I mean, after this grappling, lovely, back into the triangle.
So quick. He's just going for it. He's not even waiting. He's doing it instantly.
But the thing is, he's pulling guard, Doc. He's not really pulling like in this motion, but he's not getting anything from it. He's at a stamina deficit as well. At this point, we're not gonna get it. But at this point, what I want to see from Whimpering Ian is I want to see him get up and do what Chimaev did to Gerald Meerschaert. I want to see him just fucking land that fucking 3-piece and send him to the land of wind and whispers. He does get the reversal right now, though. Oh, no, Spiderweb, nice.
Again, though, the stamina not going into his favour. Even if he drains it, it's going to be a race, and the race is going to go into the favour of Kamzat, as you're seeing. It gets denied there. Now going for it straight out, and 10 seconds left on the clock. This is kind of the fight where it's like, yeah, I don't know who won round 1, but round 2 definitely goes to Chimaev here, so we'll see.
So sorry, like the 2-0 Whimpering Ian. Whimpering Ian is sending him into an early retirement unless Wally Genius can pull something out quickly. I read a comment once again from the first time commenter, Just Aaron, that almost broke me, and I'll read it for you. This is Just Aaron reading. I'm cheering for my wife's boyfriend, Skunky Nut 300. Love you, bro. You are unhinged, but I love it. I'm here for it. Just Aaron, you may be only talking here for the first time, but I'm going to pin that shit. Oh, he's sitting him down. He's giving him the Meerschaert treatment.
And we're back down. No, we're back up. Oh, good lord. And we're back down. Jeez. I mean, look, put it this way. At least Wooly Genius is no longer being beaten up on the feet. That's one positive. However, I think he might be a bit demoralised after this, I'd say, at the very least. As we see lovely submission counter there. Absolutely slick. Went for it, went to the submission counter, got the Kimura. Could go for the armbar if he wishes to transition it.
So somebody said it a little bit earlier on, and like half in jest, I'm imagining. But somebody was like, Wally Genius, or like Whimpering Ian is what Wally Genius thinks he is. Because like Whimpering Ian is fucking dominating this, to be honest with you. Like,
yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Wally Genius is having a couple of moments, but like, it's hardly close, to be honest with you. Like, it's pretty dominant. I think it's very clear who's getting this one.
Makes you wonder what the fuck he took during the GP.
Bro, he was just on it, right? I think that
he was.
I think he may have fucking got onto some Mandy, he may have done some Charlie, I don't know, but he was zoned the fuck in. Nothing else in his world existed. He was dialed in. His pupils were dilated to shit. I told you, we should have tested him for PEDs after that one, because it was not legal, whatever he did, to get to that point. Because, once again, maybe he's on his Dave fucking arc. Maybe he wins 4, loses 4, or, something down those lines. He secured a belt in 4 fights.
Dave like that? Just don't ever compare them. Don't do that.
I mean, different styles. I'm not saying they're fighting the same. I'm saying in terms of an arc, like,
Oh, good lord. The Twitch chat is something on tonight.
Oh, that's funny. But
well, you missed some of the other ones. I've already pinned one of that guy's chats. So don't
whoa. Wait. Cheering for my wife's...
Oh, we've got a DAS joke going on. I mean, I feel a bit like this is a bit mean for this fight, but also the fact these two are just grappling. Like,
hold on, I'm just reading. I'm reading this.
It's Jason shot Chimaev.
Yeah, that's what you do. That you feel me? You like what you like. You like what you like. That's what I'm just.
A late finish, maybe.
He's done him.
It's over. It's over.
Beautiful work. Well, look, Wally Genius said that this was his retirement fight. I don't know if he's going to stand on that hill, but this guy is, if he comes back, if he wants to fight, he needs to win a couple on our head, like realistically. Too many losses in a row. That's 5 losses in a row now. After winning a belt, he won 4 straight, won a belt, and he has not won a fight since. Beautiful fucking work. Whimpering Ian just is that guy here this evening. He said, oh, you want a cheese? Bet. And he went in there, fucking doubled it. He said, here's your cheese, I'll double it. And he just carried on doing that, man. He did it the entire time. It's not even like he was doing it super cheesy. He was kind of like countering cheese with clinical grappling is the way I like to see it. I mean, look at the statistics there. Just beautiful fucking work. And then topped it off with a submission at the end. Excellent, excellent work. I don't actually hate Bully Genius, in all fairness. He talks some shit. He may not always be giving the most intelligible conversations in the Discord, but he's an alright lad. I would like to see him come back and make a bit of an arc. I just want to see him take some time and work on some of the holes in his game, because the specialty formula is only going to work to a certain degree. Now, with that being said, we will now move onwards and upwards to the next fight on the card. One that was initially scheduled is no longer on the graphic, so I'm not going to pull up the fight card graphic. We are going to have Oat Head Kicks up against Maxi for the next one. Should be an incredibly fun fight between two guys at the top end of the division. Both being sensational performers here at PrimeTime MMA. Both have the ability to fight on the feet, on the mat, and everywhere in between. Obviously, Maxi, former champion as well. The accolades continue to reign or get racked up for both guys. I know Oat Head Kicks has not secured a belt quite yet, but it's something that's definitely on the agenda for him to do. Yeah, I mean, Joseph's been a surprising one. You know, we had Swaggy for the longest time, Jay. You know, really, really hyping him up. And now he's really starting to justify all that hype.
Yeah, that's crazy. To be real with you, because at one point, Swaggy, even if he was losing, Swaggy was hyping him up like he was the man. But you see, when Swaggy disappears, and now Swaggy is not on his coattail, he gets even better.
Yeah.
Maybe Swaggy was cursing him.
We're gonna give these guys a couple of seconds because I've hyped you up too much now. Maximus, if you do not show, my man, I may travel to Canada. I may hunt you down, and I may kill you. Because yeah, I want to see this fight. I want to see this fight. Doc, what happened? I mean, these guys literally.
Yeah,
they literally said that they were going to be here. How long ago was that?
About an hour ago. Maximus said he think he can. I mean, I'm kind of now concerned when I do reread it of going Maximus saying, I think I can. So, we do have that.
You know what, Joseph, you're a good guy, man. I'm going to give you 100,000 points in the Discord if you kill him, okay? If you kill him.
Dang, it is put a bounty.
I don't want to get myself into any legal troubles virtually.
Put a bounty.
Yeah, you get 100k. I want a video of you dominating him on UFC fucking 5, on OWC or something. Get that shit and get it done. We're not going to waste our time now because Maxi, the bastard, the absolute bastard, that is actually staffing PrimeTime MMA as well, which makes it even worse. I will reach into the depths of hell and kill you, my friend. He's no longer fighting, so we're just going to move on with the originally scheduled card. We're going to get Art of War up against Skunky Nut 300. Now, obviously, Art of War needs little introduction. Former title challenger in his last bout. Sensational competitor, all-round performances. What he did to JUFC should have been considered a legal charge against him. He should have been prosecuted for it. He should have been. He did not get the result he wanted in the title fight, and now he gets to take on somebody within the top 10, Skunky Nut 300, who is trying to make his march to the title himself. Will he be able to push him back and start to build himself back into another title shot, or will Skunky Nut get the big victory here this evening? I'm a big fan of both of these guys. Maybe not as big of a fan of Skunky Nut as this other dude is, just Aaron, but I like the guy. You know, I like the guy, but either way, we'll get into this one.
Man, it's tough because Art took a tough loss for the title recently, and then here's the thing. Skunky...
Go ahead, Joe.
My bad. Skunky, literally, if you remember, He got beat the fuck up last week. Like I said, you have he had good composure, but composure can only take you so far when you're getting beat up that bad.
100%.
So, like, just to, like, mention what I've seen a quote of Art of War is, I think he might have taken the title loss a bit too badly because he was recently, earlier today, just saying he was the best grappler in UFC 5. It was kind of weird to read, I must admit. I mean, I don't think I've ever known Art to be a grappler. I mean, this is a perfect opportunity to him to prove otherwise. The Skunky Nut is the one currently holding him down and trying to do damage here. I mean, he started out well on the feet. He's in crucifix. Yeah, it's not looking good, is it?
This is the worst start you could possibly have.
Well, this is the thing, though. If you don't believe that you're the best at something, nobody else is going to fucking believe it. You got to believe it first yourself, and then you've got to go and prove it. Did he get taken down? Yes. Has he managed to now recover full guard? Yes, he fucking has. Let's see how the fight unfolds. People always try to shit on and take the kind of mick out of Art of War in certain areas of the game. He's already showcased that he belongs at the top. Like I said, what he did to JUFC literally should have been illegal. I look forward to seeing how he kind of bounces back. He's up against a really tough opponent here this evening. Art of War does not get easy fights any step of the way. He's always in the top echelon. He's always fighting nothing but pure fucking dogs. And he continues to find ways to adapt and overcome. I'm a big, big fan of what this guy brings to the cage. And with that being said, Skunky Nut, man. Well, you know when he wins, Jay? When he wins, he does it so fucking effortlessly. He makes it look fucking beautiful.
Yeah, the thing is, Art has to do something right now about those body uppercuts that keep hitting him.
Yeah, the body work here by Skunky is nice. It's fluid. I mean, another thing that Skunky has got to be a bit wary of is terms of the head tail. Volkanovski, if I remember correctly, does have force and nature on this alter ego, so he's got to be careful about taking too much damage. But so far, he's staying very defensively sound, kind of keeping at the end of the range for his punches, using the full reach of Lopez, even with Volkanovski's weirdly long arms to how short he is. 50 seconds left on the clock of round one. So far, this fight has definitely been led by Skunky. Art of War being the one to push the pace against the black line, but every time he enters into that pocket, Skunky is landing something crucial here, Joe.
Yeah, and now he is on his back pockets, and this is a really good round for Skunky Nut. But the thing is, with Art, you can never count Art out. We done seen Art make some crazy comebacks. So this fight is just getting started, Cyrus.
Absolutely, and look, for the average viewer, you can count out Art, you can count out, but you know what? He ain't ever going to count himself out. He's going to fucking dig deep. He believes in his abilities. One of his greatest fucking attributes is his can-do attitude, his never give up fucking, kind of resilience that he brings to the octagon. And he just continues to maraud opponents until they wilt under the pressure. Now, obviously, in this bout so far, Skunky Nut is off, absolutely to a blazing start in the races. But as you can see, he's trying to find an opening back. I want to see him get in the vibe a little bit. I want to see him utilize some of those leg kicks that he's utilized so effectively in the past, because he seems to be a bit boxing heavy right now. But as I say that, Skunky Nut tries to interrupt some of the momentum that Art of War was building and secures another takedown. Skunky Nut seems very, very much locked in here this evening. Like I said, when he wins, he typically makes it look effortless, and he seems to be off to a great start at trying to do that here this evening with just completely and utterly correct tactical choices. He has not made a wrong step so far.
This is bad. You don't want Diego Lopez on top of you, and he's back in crucifix for the second time this fight, Doc.
Yeah, I mean, if you get put in crucifix, I feel like something's gone wrong. It's just not a fun place to be. The elbows do so much damage cut-wise. You're seeing the cut already on yellow. Another deny there is kind of dangerous as he gets put back into crucifix.
Cyrus, I'm hurt for you. I think you getting elbowed right now. That's what it feels like.
Not all bald people look the same, okay?
No, they don't. I agree with you. It just, you and Volk look the same.
Oh, no, I've genuinely seen my best mates. I've seen someone who looks like Volkanovski. It's scary.
Look, I know we both have massive heads, okay? Like, we do genuinely have, like, that triple XL head. I'll give it that. We don't actually look the same, though, bro. Come on.
Yeah. Y'all don't look the same. Y'all
Okay.
are just the same. Y'all are just the same archetype.
Fuck you, bro.
Same custom preset. There you go. It's like the cast creator. It's the same preset.
you fucking bass.
Well, Volkanovski's slice is bloody to high hell. Doctor stoppage maybe around the corner if he gets another crucifix, and he does. So, this just is not.
One.
This is just not looking good if you're at war right now. Another deny.
Oh my goodness! The only person I've seen in crucifix more than him right now is Drickus. That's the only person.
The denials are just so fucking on point right now. Skunky Nut looking clean as ever, grappling and striking seem absolutely unstoppable as he gets the finish from Neon Belly. Beautiful, beautiful work. Man, that's crazy work. That's crazy work from Skunky Nut 300 here this evening. He had his side piece's husband in the chat cheering him on the entire time, and he didn't want to let little man down. He didn't want to let little man down, so
He didn't want to let little man down.
Yeah, he didn't want to let him down, bro. If your side piece's husband is in the chat cheering you on, you've got to perform. You've got to fucking perform, and that's what he did. He made it look effortless here this evening.
Yeah, I'm still. Man, shout out to him. Yeah. That's all I have to say.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And with that one, that was our co-main event of the card here this evening. Okay. No, nice. The next little bit here is that we have the main card, or the main event here this evening. The top of the card, the absolute moment that we have all been waiting for. A fight between the one and only FSK Driz, stepping back into the octagon here this evening, going up against what can only be described as the... Man, this guy's the Punisher. He's out there not just there to get W's. He's here to punish you. You let Blink get a little bit of a lead, and he is going to try and make you look like you never deserved to stand in there in the first place. He will not get the finish quickly. He will bleed you slow and try to make the victory as painful as humanly possible. He wants to inflict not just virtual punishment, but physical and fucking mental pain on his opponents. But I tell you one thing, J-Dime. I tell you one thing, Doctor Who, and all the guys watching at home. Driz is not the guy to be doing that against. You let Driz off the hook. You get an advantage over Driz, which is harder enough to do as it is. But if you get an advantage over Driz, and then you don't capitalize on it, my guy, you are selling the fucking bag. You are ruining your own night. So don't do that to yourself. That is the fair warning. Let's have a little look. The picks, as you can see, FSK Driz, I believe, is using the one and only Islam Makhachev, and then we have Blink with his fabled Conor McGregor pick. Now this matchup right here is a fun one, Doc. It's a very, very much fun one, because Driz, although he is a striker, he knows that that's what Blink does. That's his A game, and this really allows him the opportunity to take the fight anywhere he needs to.
Yeah, I mean, you've just got to make the... I mean, having the opportunity of different positions, different styles, different ways to take Blink is arguably the best bet. Blink is... He's not one-dimensional, but he's a bit like how we saw Optics. He's very much a boxer. He's very much his hands. He's not really interested in the striking or grappling picks. He's just interested in trying to beat your head off using a striker 9 times out of 10 here, Jay.
So... You said he's not one-dimensional. Then describe him as one-dimensional, Doc.
Well, yeah. Yeah. There's not much. I don't think I've ever seen Blink grapple or submission outside of a guy who's already been half beaten to death. Put it that way.
The only time he will grapple is if his opponent is in a bloody pool on the ground. That's the only time that he will do it. Is if they're
Pretty much.
incapable of standing up. If he's like, okay, if he can't stand up, and if I let him just lay there, the referee will realize he's already dead, and this fight will be over. So let's climb on top of him and make it look like he's alive as I continue to beat this bloody corpse.
Make him look like he's alive.
Yeah. That's the Blink attitude, bro. I'm telling you, Blink is a fucking menace. He is here to punish people, but this is not a guy you can do that against. Even on Driz's worst day, he is a formidable threat to anybody in the division. Multiple crown champion, winner of the community event, winning $1,500. A guy that's been double champion. So many accolades. It's hard to list more.
Good kick there of all things. A bit of an aggressive approach there by Driz, it has to be said, but again, slow and steady outside of that. A minute's already passed and you're already seeing this back and forth aspect. A lovely little calf kick there also landing, going and doubling up on it. I mean, getting the power reduced of McGregor here is going to be probably a big score if this fight does go into the later rounds here, Joe.
Yeah, and Conor McGregor is throwing a lot of punches right now. Every time Islam get close to him, he's throwing 100 punch combinations. And to be real, Driz, even though Driz getting hit a few times, I like this pace right here, Cyrus.
100%. Honestly, like, the more kind of crazy you can make the opening going, I know it opens you up a little bit, right? He's going to back the fact that he's going to be able to be more stamina-based over the course of 5 rounds. Conor McGregor is not known for a cardio. Try and get him to punch himself out in the opening going. Especially with, like, the footwork of Driz. Oh, my God. Talk about footwork. Let's talk about the hands of fucking Blink.
Yeah.
That's why he call it Blink, bro. In the blink of an eye, he lands that left hand.
He needed that, too.
One big moment though doesn't secure the round, and so if you're Blink here, you need to continue on this pace. Really just keep all the checks and balances you got. Even then, you're seeing like the calf kick doing quite a lot on Driz's side. The stamina game is also leading, and you've got 5 rounds. This is a main event. This isn't just a 3-round fight, and that's where you've got to be careful here as well, because Driz has been in plenty of them. He knows the pace. He can take it there if he wants to. It's just about whether or not Blink can continue to meet the pace that Driz wants to play in the fight itself here.
Nice little dart. Blink looking as dialed in as he ever does on the feet. The striking looking very clean so far. Not been met with no resistance though. The former champion Driz finding opportunities and openings for his striking. Even though he got rocked, it has not set him back one little bit, Jay. He's still finding his moments. He's still very composed. Ice runs through this man's veins.
Yeah, Conor is doing a good job this round. But if the fight keeps going like this, the way it's going, where Driz is being patient, he's gonna, oh my goodness, he's getting, but he's gonna have to get through this storm. I'm not gonna lie to you, because Blinken had 2 big moments. I was about to say, you keep being patient and then you slowly just pour it on him. But it's hard to swim without getting wet, and Conor almost drowned him twice, Cyrus.
For sure. Now the thing is, as the stamina advantage starts to get a bit more effective, I would not be surprised to see Driz secure a takedown or enter some flinches. I think it would be a smart move, especially at this point in the fight, where he's already starting to get that stamina deficit. Because he knows that, especially in these opening goings, this is where Conor McGregor is going to be the most dangerous, and the more you can wear on him, the less dangerous he becomes, especially as we approach the championship rounds.
Oh,
but
Blink is dangerous. Ooh.
So one of the other issues I'm starting to see with this patient game by Driz is the fact that a lot of these shots that he has thrown has landed on his block, and his block is looking like it's maybe around 3, around 4 block instead of around 2 block, whilst on the other hand Blink's block itself is still fairly up there, still fairly high. And so okay, yeah, he's not winning the stamina game, but he's got the damage across the board going, and your Driz, you need to figure out a different pace. You need to maybe look at a takedown, use Islam for what it is, because you're currently kind of getting battered a bit in terms of the head tail. Your nose is bloody. You've got to really bite down your mouthpiece, find a few more openings, and arguably get a bit more aggressive. It's a bit risky because you're fighting someone who's a very star-studded striker, not only in terms of accolades but also in character pick here. But something's got to change, I feel like, for Driz. Otherwise, shit like that's going to continue just to draw him off his game.
Oh, something got to change.
Take him down, bro.
Right now.
Shoot
Take
that
him
double
in the
leg.
dick.
Power leg him.
I think ego stops people from shooting takedowns.
That's the thing, man. Driz maybe doesn't fight with ego.
No.
Maybe a little
Well.
settling in here.
It's crazy because he almost has to settle in now because, like, I like stamina just as much as anyone, but the damage part, that's what's scary.
Driz fighting a fucking impeccable. Driz. Blink is fighting an impeccable game right now. It is not, no mistakes. But I'm telling you one thing. I've never counted Driz out. And I won't.
Well, he
Until
got
he's out,
punched out.
which
Well,
he
he
is.
got punched out.
Which he is
You didn't
right now.
Yeah, he got punched out.
Which he is right now.
Yeah.
Congratulations to fucking Blake.
Push.
He didn't play with his food shield this evening. My goodness. That's what he needs to do more often than not. He would have found himself at the top of these rankings a lot fucking sooner if he didn't take other fights to third rounds and decisions and everything like that. He fights like this, bro. He can put anybody to sleep. Drop the ego, get some finishes, and put on entertaining battles like that, and you will find yourself in main card spots more often than not. Sensational performance of the night. In my fucking liking, that was performance of the night right there for Blink. Impeccable, especially against the name that he did against. Fucking beautiful work, man. It doesn't get any better than that. Incredible. Well, what has happened tonight and what has transpired over Primetime 181, ignore the number at the top of your screen, what's transpired over Primetime 181 is nothing but pure virtual violence every step of the way. It has been entertainment, it has been highs and lows, drama all the way through. And thank you to all of the guys that put these fights together, that put all of the showcasing in the background and the production work to make these events possible. Shout out J Dime, follow him at J Dime TV on Twitch. It is J Dime TV, isn't it?
No, I changed that a long time ago. This is JDime underscore.
J Dime underscore. Yeah, I noticed that the other day actually. J Dime underscore on Twitch.
I changed a while ago
Bro,
too.
for me,
People just
like, bro, I'm stuck in the past, innit? Like, it's J Dime TV in the one, I got that in my mind, but J Dime underscore on Twitch. Streams Monday to Friday, regular as a motherfucker. Most entertaining Twitch streamer you will see, period. Thank you once again to the little engine that could, Dr. fucking Who in the building, sharing the commentary booth. Always great to have you in the booth, my man. Obviously, thank you to all in the chat and everybody watching throughout the streams. We will be now doing a raid, pushing some love forward to somebody within the community, so please make sure to join that raid, show somebody some support, and obviously make their night. Going to try and pick somebody with little followers that's trying to get their grind on. Other than that, we will be back not next weekend, potentially the weekend after that. We will be making an announcement, so we're going to be having at least a 1 week break because the UFC is on super fucking early, and we're going to give everything a break as a result. So until the next one, stay safe, much love, join the Discord, keep track of all of the announcements, and we will see you all soon. Peace.